I thought I knew everything about them until I found this secret. My roommate and I were living in a basement place with upstairs neighbors, and the owner decided he wanted to. The upstairs neighbors ended up buying it, and became our new landlords. I could fill a whole post with the amount of stuff they tried to get away with. But we're here to talk about one particular instance. But suffice to say they had no idea that landlords had responsibilities, and simply saw us tenants as a source of income that should be ever-growing, hence our rent suddenly spiking. Their first contract, for example, said among other things that they had the right to enter the apartment at any time they wanted and could go through our stuff if they wished. And why we left because we were living on their property. I pointed out that this was highly illegal, and they grew very upset, saying, well, see about that. This clause later suddenly became the real one before we signed. One day, however, our lone fire alarm stopped working. As dutiful tenants, we reached out and said, hey, the fire alarm stopped working. Their response was a predictable sort of, so what? But what happened next shocked everyone. We need to have a working fire alarm, we replied. And it's the landlord's duty to provide working fire alarms. We got a very sarcastic response. Oh, it does it? Well, just see what the fire marshal has to say about that. Me and my roommate, upon receiving this message, burst out laughing. I don't know what their expressions were when we said, okay, yeah, do that. The next morning, there's frantic knocking at our door. Trying not to laugh, we let them in, and they hurriedly put one in every single room. Apologizing profusely for the delay, I don't know how that meeting with the fire marshal went, or if they got him or anyone else at their office, but their attitude painted a pretty clear picture of the ultimate result. They complied maliciously, thinking they would call our bluff. Would you have done the same thing? Let me know.